Hey y'all, it's Mamaw. Welcome to my porch. Well, my shirt reads, I need to be able to tell my grandchildren I did not remain silent, and many of you aren't either. Earlier this year, I tried to talk to MAGA women about the abusive relationship they were in, and now Marjorie Taylor Greene has resigned, stating she's out of this abusive relationship. So let's recap what the taco does and thinks of women if you think you're exempt and still want to follow and support this man. So Marjorie Taylor Greene took the side of victims, survivors of a horrific sex trafficking ring of Jeffrey Epstein, in which we know for a fact somehow the taco is involved. He threatened her, he went after her, and she's done with it. She's resigning. Elise Stefanik, he sent that little old pit bull out and she was all coughing and yapping and biting at people over Zoran Mondami. And so what does the taco do when Mondami visited yesterday? Oh, he was wonderful. They're going to be buddies. Just like I've been telling you, you stand up to a bully to his face, taco backs down every time. Well, he was quivering in his shoes and just really wanting to make nice because of how popular Mondami was. Left old Elise out there on the limb. Her career's over. The way he talks to women reporters, he thinks he can abuse them, he can say whatever he wants, he can call them names. Same with any woman that he has sexually assaulted. He can just do what he wants. He said so himself because he's a celebrity, because he's the president. And look what's got him. Kimberly Guilfoyle. Now, Kimberly is Gavin Newsom's ex-wife. She was a very attractive reporter, well thought of. She completely disfigured her face trying to get that Mar-a-Lago look and stay in the graces of Donnie Jr. Donnie Jr. went to Dad and said, hey, got me a new squeeze. Can you do something? So they exile her off to Greece, and that's about done, and they hardly know her. She gets no invites anywhere. They're done with her. She suited her purpose. Nancy Mace. Now, Nancy was assaulted when she went to, I believe, the Citadel. And she sat in with those survivors and she cried, but she would not go as far as to sign the discharge deposition. Instead, she decided she was going to run for governor of South Carolina. And now she's fallen apart. She has had several absolute catastrophic meltdowns. Taco doesn't know who she is anymore, and her career is essentially over. I doubt she'll make it through the primary. Lauren Boebert and Lindsay Halligan. Well, let's start with old Lauren Boebert. He calls Lauren in to the Situation Room to add pressure to her to not sign that discharge position. To her credit, she stuck to her guns. To her dismay, she too has been under threats of violence from the MAGA base, from the man. So that I'll guarantee you she's going to rethink her running. They've had to increase her security 24 hours around the clock as well because she dared to stand up to the taco. Now, Lindsay Halligan and Elena Baba will probably lose their law careers. It looks like Lindsay Halligan actually even broke the law to get those charges against James Comey. Elena Haba has been told by other judges that she is not qualified for her position either. When this is said and done, the two of them may lose their law licenses and certainly their careers over doing everything the taco wants, saying whatever the taco wants, and not thinking about their future. Blondie Pambondi, the protector of pedophiles, does absolutely everything that the taco tells her to do, whether it's based in good, sound legal evidence or not. She has completely desecrated the Department of Justice. She's doing anything to make that man happy so that he doesn't come after her. But I'm going to tell you this, Blondie. The day will come, whether it's when we take over the Congress or after this administration, when you will be charged. Maybe you need to read some bios on John Mitchell. You will end up not only losing your career and license, but you may lose your freedom. So you think about that. Start being what you're supposed to be instead of being the little rabid chihuahua for the taco. Christine Ulm, the Barbie doll. Once again, another woman who disfigured her face, went and got her extension so she'd have that Mar-a-Lago look, and she goes around playing dress up. So while ICE is terrorizing the people of North Carolina, they have yet to get the care that they needed from FEMA for the flooding and the hurricanes. So she's still not doing her job. She's just having fun playing dress up, going all over and terrorizing people. Honey, you're starting to get to be a liability because the popularity is tanking fast. And old Taco will do to you just like he does anybody else. I hardly knew the woman. They just told me to put her in that job. And you're out of there. You're gone. Plus your face. But then I don't think you have a soul either. I mean, keep puppies away from her, people. Joni Ernst, you were a coward. You tried to back up the MAGA way. And then when you said something that just irked the MAGA world and the taco, you decided not to run again because they too have turned their rabid dogs against you. And you're a veteran. Where is your bravery? Where was your oath to the Constitution? And yet you hide and quiver in a corner instead of standing up to the taco just like Mondami did. And Usha Vance. Usha, there's hope for you. You're smart. You had a hell of a career. And let me tell you something, honey. You are never going to fit in that Mar-a-Lago look. You're never going to look like Melania or Ivanka. Those are your two tracks, your two choices. You are a woman of color. You're the daughter of immigrants. They ain't looking at you. They're looking to replace you. And it looks like Charlie Kirk's wife is in the wings. You need to take what you can. You need to go ahead and go, because we all know that your husband is of weak mind, no spine, and he will do whatever his puppet masters tell him to do, even if that means dumping you. So you need to go while you can, honey. So this is an abusive relationship. Any of you women supporting him, he is not doing good for the economy, which means your children are suffering. That means the health care is not where it should be. That means in rural communities where he has his strongest support, we're going to lose our hospitals. We are losing food security. We are losing the Department of Education, which helps fund our children to go to a higher level of learning. He is not doing well by you. He talks about women's appearances. He calls women piggy. He thinks he can grab women. And it's not other women, it's any woman. The man has a problem with women. He only thinks of his own wife as arm candy, and she has to, in a written contract, maintain a certain weight, a look, and so that's how it goes. Honey, he's no good for you. And now's the time to cut the relationship. Pack up what dignity you have left and leave. Just leave the relationship with the taco, because he's done with y'all. He doesn't need your vote anymore. He can't run again. No matter what he says, no matter what that echo chamber is, he says he can't run again. Look what he did to the people at Fox Noise yesterday over Mondami. He made all of them look like a fool, most of them the women reporters. So go. It's time for you women to abandon the taco, because he has long since abandoned you. Stay salty. Use your outside voice. If you want to come and join us on the porch, you are more than welcome. We take survivors here. Call your congressman. You tell him to call off the dogs and what the heck that he's doing. You make sure you tell them that what he has said about senators and congressmen who said you don't have to follow illegal orders to our military is devastatingly wrong, and they need to come out against it in the strongest of terms. That's what you can do when you call your congressman. Love you. Bye-bye.